Hey, you all. ChaCha'z here. How's everybody doing? So, it's been a busy day, but it's been a very good day. I just want to give you guys an update. I'm feeling a lot better. The new antibiotic, the correct antibiotic, whew, I feel 1,000 times better. So it's working and it's getting rid of that sinus infection. I'm actually going to go work out, go to the gym and work out because I still want to reach my goals, and so and it just be healthy all around, be much healthier. So anyways, yeah, so that's where I'm about to head out to go do, and then need to go to the store, take care of my stuff, go get grocery shopping for the house and all of that. But yeah, so I'm still looking, still deciding, but I think I really am favoring to move towards the Los Angeles area. I just feel like there's a lot more to do over there, and like I said, I'm a social butterfly, so I feel like over in the LA areas, I just feel like there's just a lot more to do, and I think I'll thrive more there, and it's close enough to my company still here in Santa Barbara, and so my company's in Santa Barbara. I live in Oxnard, but even though I work from home, from time to time I need to go into the office, so that'll also be convenient to be close enough to my office that I can drive back and forth when I need to, which thank God isn't too often, but sometimes I actually really do enjoy going in because I love my team. I have a great team that I work with, and so anyways, yeah, so it's nice to finally feel a lot better. I'm not getting dizzy the way I was. I'm all like, that was terrible, man. That dizzy, like, being sick is one thing, but when you throw dizziness up in there, like, it's the craziest, it's awful. It's the most scariest thing, because you can just be like doing nothing, and then all of a sudden things start like getting dizzy, and you're just like, what the heck? Why am I getting dizzy? Like, it's scary because it's not normal. Getting dizzy is not normal, but for me, it was because of all the infection. But of course, at first, I didn't know that, because that first doctor was like, oh no, you don't have an infection. And sure enough, I had a sinus infection. So not knowing that I had this sinus infection and I'm getting dizzy, it's like, then what's wrong with me? Why am I getting dizzy? That's not normal. And, so of course you like begin to think the worst, right? And so it was just like, it was terrible. It was terrible. But the medicine, the new antibiotics and stuff, it's helping. I'm very relieved. I feel more back to myself. So I'm going to go work out, do what I need to do. And because I got like a closet full of really, really nice clothes that I was able to wear like a year ago. But because I've gained all this weight back and all of that, but I did lose it the unhealthy way, and now I'm trying to lose it the healthy way, because then when you lose it the healthy way, then you can keep the weight off. But I know it's funny because I was talking to my sister, my biological sister, of course, and we had both actually gained weight, and I think one thing that we could say is true is I think the trauma of losing our mother is just, you're not yourself. You're not going to do your normal workout routines. You're not going to eat the same. You're not going to do any of that. So I feel like the tragedy of losing my mom, and then of course my one and only child is, still in Germany, that it's just taken its toll. So of course I'm not doing things the way I normally would. And so I am, so I'm going to gain a lot of weight back, but now I'm just ready to get, back on that wagon and start taking care of myself, because when I was working out, all the energy I had, I was like physically just getting stronger and stronger. Things that were once heavy for me to lift were no longer heavy, because I was lifting weights. I was doing a lot of cardio. I was climbing the stadium stairs, and the stadium stairs are not little dinky things. I mean, as you're taking steps up, they increase in step, like in the width of the step as well. And they're going like this, so like at a really like serious degree, and up and down. At one point I was able to get up 7 sets, and there's 85 steps going up, and of course you gotta come back down. And at one point, because I was so fit, I was able to do 7 sets of those stairs. So that's my goal now, is to get back into where I was. And I just felt a lot better and all of that when I was working out. And you know, and then I have all these great clothes that I can go, like as I lose weight, I don't even need to go shopping because I got tons of clothes. And so, but I mean, I'll go shopping anyways because ChaCha'z loves shopping, but you know, but at least I know I don't have to. So, but yeah, so anyways, I'm gonna go work out. I gotta run to the store first. I like to do everything, like grocery stuff, things like that, get it done in the daytime, because trying to do it at night in Oxnard is not wise. I love my city, but it is a dangerous city. You don't want to be roaming around at night, especially as a female by yourself. You want to be safe. So I'm gonna go take care of that stuff first, and then go work out at the gym. And so yeah, so I'm almost hoping to be done with these medicines soon. So that, like, one of them I take 3 times a day. The other one, the other medicine to help take down the inflammation, I got like 3 more days on that. But at least I don't feel all the pressure in my ears anymore. Like, it's so much better. It's just, I feel so much more back to myself. But yeah, but I have to take it with pills. And normally I don't eat 3 times a day because that's just a lot of food for one day. Like 3 times a day, that's a lot of food. And so I get full easy because of when I was starving myself last year. So it doesn't take much to get me full, but I have to take this medicine with food or it'll upset my stomach. So, because it's a strong antibiotic. And so I'm just trying to eat a little bit more smaller things. But I think once I work out and I start getting back into that routine, then my appetite will increase. But when you're not, you know, being as active, then obviously you don't get as hungry. But yeah, so I'm gonna I like shopping at Trader Joe's too. That's one of my favorite places to shop. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. And this weekend I'm hopefully gonna go head out to Covina, and there's some stuff going on over there, like just different events. I'm just kind of deciding which ones I want to do. Just go hang out, go support, and just, you know, go be blessed by just, you know, hearing the word, being encouraged, having fun, you know. And then to just be there if somebody wants to pray too, you know. Sometimes people just want to pray and talk, and so, you know, however God moves. But anyways, so I hope you all have a good evening. I am actually looking really forward to going to the gym. I need to get back in, and I'm feeling a lot better now. I'm not as dizzy as I was. Pretty much all the dizziness is gone, so I'm grateful. As a matter of fact, I don't even think I felt... Yesterday I was more dizzy. The day before that, I was real dizzy. But today, now that I'm thinking about it, no, I wasn't dizzy. I'm still coughing, but I'm not dizzy the way I was. And I think it's because that antibiotic is so strong, it's fast acting. But I have to take this horse pill. Like, it's such a thick... Look at how big this horse pill is. Its thing is huge. It's almost like the size of the first digit of my finger. I can't swallow that. That thing is huge. So what I do is I have this little cup and I stick it in there, and the pharmacy said that I can melt it and then I have to drink it, and then I put more water in it, drink it to get all the medicine, and then I have iced tea that I, you know, like I drink that to cover the taste. But I don't know why they give people such big horse pills. Like, I can't look at that. That's almost as long as the first digit of my finger. Like, digit 1, there's digit 1, 2, and 3 in that first digit. That's a big pill. And then they were like, oh, just cut it in half. But it was like, then it hurts going down because it's all sharp. You know, thank you for the hearts. So I'm just like, yeah, I'm like, no, I'll just melt it and I'll swallow it that way. I'll drink it. I mean, the taste it's not that bad, but it can taste a little nasty. But hey, I do what I gotta do. I don't know why they gotta make them pills so big. Like, they're trying to murder people with those pills. Just trying to get them lodged, man. Those things are terrible. You gotta find a way to make it smaller or make it a liquid, because I can't be doing them horse pills. I don't like them. It's too much. But yeah, so I'm glad that I have my medical coverage now. And that's finally kicked in. But the unfortunate part is that it kicked in after the ambulance ride, after 2 hospital visits, after 2 urgent care visits, is when my insurance kicked in. So I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna get fat bills for that, but I don't care. It is what it is. I'll make payments. I'm not gonna I got a great job. God blesses me, and you know, God always provides. So he'll make a way for me to pay all them bills, because the medical bills are going to be fat, especially that ambulance ride. And with the hospital, they ran some major tests. So, because they didn't know what was wrong with me. They were just like, they couldn't explain why I was dizzy. They couldn't, like, you know, they were just thinking, oh, you're having anxiety. But then they don't understand, like, the dizziness and all of that. So they're trying to figure it out. So they ran, you know, the heart level test, which is like I think it's called like tropamine levels. Then they checked my liver. They checked for diabetes. They checked my kidneys. They ran like all these different tests. They did ultrasound on my heart, different things. And they did discover with the ultrasound that one of the reasons why I was getting dizzy was because I wasn't drinking enough liquid. So that was dehydrating my body, and there's a valve at the bottom of your heart, and and they were showing me it kept collapsing on the ultrasound. And that's because that was a sign of dehydration. So that explains why I would feel my heart flutter, and why I would feel like the palpitations. He also discovered, that doctor that was checking my heart, the other thing that was causing my heart to get dehydrated, which thank God it's all reversible, is that the other blood pressure medicine that I was on, the triampazine, that's a diuretic, so that was just depleting my body of liquid. So now they put me on a different blood pressure pill, so I don't have to take the other one anymore. So that definitely helped. But then ultimately the main dizziness was coming because the first doctor, when he examined me, when he said that my ears were pressurized, because he could see that my eardrums were sucked in, because if I was at 5,000 feet, but because he couldn't see the infection that was going on, he never prescribed me an antibiotic. So all this time, it was like infection was brewing. It was getting worse. And so I had to go multiple times to the doctors and stuff. And so finally, to this last doctor at the urgent care was like, no, we're going to give you an antibiotic. He put me on the Z-Pack, which is what I asked for. And then ultimately, when I went to my dentist, then he was like, no, the Z-Pack is good. It's going to help you some, but it's not going to clear up what needs to be cleared up in the sinus infection. And since he's a dentist and he works with all of that, you know, and he does cosmetic surgery, so he's also a surgeon. He knows about all this. He switched the Z-Pack to the Augmentin, so I'm on the generic for Augmentin, so it would clear that up. And right away, I noticed a difference. And so, like, after 2 days of being on that, I'm not getting dizzy, like, so thank God, So now I feel a lot better. And now I'm able to go to the gym and work out and just get back to myself, so you gotta really advocate for yourself, because one of the things for me why I was finally able to get the antibiotic, praise God, where first God answered prayer, was when I went to see the doctor this past weekend at the urgent care. I was like, look, I've been sick for a month and a half, and common sense is telling me that if my body has not healed itself after, all this time, then clearly there's an infection. It needs an antibiotic. And so he agreed that I was right. And then when he looked in my ears, he was like, I don't see an infection, but that's not to say it's not behind the eardrum. And clearly there's something going on, because, all of this, you could hear it in my voice and all of that. So he was like, we'll just get you on the antibiotic. And then that's this couple days ago is when my dentist switched it to an even stronger antibiotic, which targets your sinus tract. And so you have to just really advocate for yourself with these doctors sometimes. They're just so quick to like, oh, I don't see anything, you look fine, but they're not the ones having to suffer for you, It's terrible, like trying to drive and everything work, function, feeling like I'm going to faint, feeling I'm going to pass out, my head's all pressurized with all that, and the infection's brewing, I'm like coughing up, like it's just like, oh my gosh, like sometimes these doctors, you just have to keep advocating and fight for yourself. Like, no, I need an antibiotic. I need you to do this because I'm only getting worse. And by the grace of God, on Saturday, I had a really good doctor. So, and then, my dentist, I love him. I always drive to Santa Barbara when I need to get my dental work done. And so then, again, because he's a surgeon, he even knows the sinus tract even better. So, he gave me something stronger. So, yeah. So feeling a lot better, back to myself more, and now I'm going to go get my exercise on, because ChaCha'z wants to get back into all those nice clothes that I have in my closet. I got all kinds of nice clothes. And I just want to be able to wear them. And so, yeah. But anyways, you all have a good evening. We'll chat with you all later. Thank you everybody so much that has been praying for me, reaching out to me. It really means a lot to me. And I just really want to say thank you and God bless you. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. All right. Well, you all have a good night. Remember, Jesus loves you.